guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Trackmaster Lexi that I got not too long ago, which was, despite its faults, it's actually a pretty good item to have, and I will admit it is one of the characters that I really enjoyed in Journey Beyond Sword Art. But nevertheless, if you want to check that episode out for yourself, then do not worry about a thing. There's a card available on the top right corner of the screen, so feel free to click on that and go to the last episode. Go ahead. I'll wait out a bit. This is actually quite nice when you think about it. Much better than the other times I reminded you about the last episode. Alrighty then, I guess seeing how you already did see the last episode of the show, we'll go ahead and start up this one in particular. So yeah, it looks like I'm going back to my roots on how I originally started out this formula in this show, is that I'm mainly going to talk about all the stuff that I bought at another con that I went to not too long ago, yeah. So yeah, looks like we got another one in our hands, and I bet all of you are wondering, what is it, you may ask? Well, believe it or not, it is of course on Salt City Comic-Con, yeah. So yeah, I did already hint that I would go to that con in one of my videos. I think it was the Cosplay Invades Auburn video that I did, so. But yeah, this year I finally got to go to that con for the very first time, a little over a week ago. I'd say right around 1 to 2 weeks ago, depending on when this video is posted. But yeah, nevertheless, I had a really great time at that con, and I will admit it is quite nice to have that con take place at the not only at the Embassy Suites hotel, but also at Destiny USA, which they actually did organize it incredibly well, and not to mention, I think it was great to tag along with Morgan Marriott, her boyfriend Chris, Queen Emma B, and Jake Wolfenstein once again, kind of like what we did back at TorCon several months ago, which I will admit is actually great fun. So yeah, I had a great time at Salt City Comic-Con this year, and I'm hoping I'll come back to that con again, because they've actually got some pretty good stuff, and not to mention, I think just as usual when I go to a con, I actually did get some really good stuff. So oddly enough, I didn't actually buy so much stuff compared to the last few times that I've been to, but I've got some pretty good items that I do want to show off for all of you. So yeah, nevertheless, let's get right to them. So up first on my list on so many of the items that I got, but like I said, it's not a huge haul, but seeing of how I didn't bought much at the con, but it's still a pretty good haul. So yeah, up first on my list, I got this adorable little guy right here. Yeah. So yeah, in case you do not know what it is, this was, of course, I assume a chibified plushie. Yeah, probably by the looks of it, it does look a little bit chibified, but yeah, it's basically a small chibified plushie version of Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. Now, truth be told, I never actually saw the show so far, but I've heard great things about it, and I think I might have recalled that I did see someone cosplaying as Edward Elric from when I went to the con. So I will admit, this plushie I got right here, it's actually really, really nice, and yes, I am aware for the fact that Vic Mignogna did voice that character, so I have seen clips on YouTube of his character from the show, but more particularly when he goes on a rampage whenever somebody calls him small. Hey! Yeah. Oh my god, that voice was terrible. So yeah, I guess this was actually a really nice plushie that I got here, and by the looks of it, it looks adorable. You see right here, so yeah, probably by the face that I'm seeing right here, it almost looks like he's about to perform some alchemy onto me. So But yeah, nevertheless, this is actually a really awesome Edward Elric plushie. I really think it's really adorable. So yeah, this is actually a really nice buy. So I think it's no way in comparison to some of the other anime plushies that I got at some of the other cons, but this was actually a really nice plushie. I still think it's pretty adorable by the way it looks. So yeah. Alright, so next up on my list of items that I got a set of buttons right here. So yeah, and believe it or not, this is of course a set of 3 buttons, which is of course on the Alola version of Executor from Pokemon. So yeah, and oddly enough, it's actually made by Toku Arts, which I've heard. Well, I never actually heard about it, but I think probably by the way I'm seeing the set of buttons right here, it actually does look pretty good. Yeah, and I think if I clip it onto myself or any of my cosplay costumes, I think this would actually be a really nice illusion, just to have all 3 of these buttons stacked on top of each other. So yeah, I will have to say it is a really nice set of buttons that I got, and how could you not love Executor in his Alola form? So yeah, that's actually quite nice. So yeah, which reminds me, I've definitely got to play Pokemon Sun and Moon, seeing of how I did get that game a couple of years ago. So yeah, this is actually a really nice set of buttons that I got, so I'm quite impressed. Alright, and this next one that I got right here, I actually got myself a mini pouch right here, and oddly enough, it's in the theme of The Legend of Zelda. So yeah, this is actually a really nice mini pouch that I got, and in case a lot of you are wondering who actually made this, it is of course made by former cosplay coordinator of Retro GameCon, and of course making all of these for a living is of course Kate McKay. So yeah, I had a great time seeing her again, and not to mention her husband James McKay, who was of course a former panel director at Retro GameCon, was actually there hosting the cosplay contest there. So yeah, I say it's great seeing them again, and I'm giving both of you a shout out if you're watching this video right now. So yeah, I guess other than that, this is actually a really nice mini pouch that I got here, and if we yeah. And oddly enough, it only cost me about $5 to purchase it. So yeah, which oddly enough, the price tag is still attached onto this thing. So yeah, just mainly on the zipper. So yeah, and once we open inside, and oh wow, there's quite literally nothing in there. So yeah, and yeah, this is actually quite nice, and believe it or not, a pretty interesting story. When I bought this, Morgan actually said that I should probably make this into my own cosplay repair kit, which I actually thought would be a really great idea. So yeah, thank you, Morgan, for giving me that idea. So yeah, if I ever go to a future con coming up, and what if I experience a wardrobe malfunction with any of my cosplays, maybe this will come in handy. So I'll probably get some materials that I need to make this my very own cosplay repair kit. So we'll see what happens. So yeah. Yeah, and once again, Kate McKay, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the pouch, and big shout out to you and James, if you're watching this video. It was great seeing you two at the con this year. So yeah. Okay, and the next set of items that I got, which oddly enough was given to me, I of course got these. So yeah, in case you do not know what they are, these are of course, I assume probably, yeah, I assume those are tattoos and a pair of glasses, and of course some advertisements that I'm holding right here to promote a, oh, whoopsie, so. There we go. So yeah, these are of course made to promo the a special event down in Ithaca called Ithaca Wizarding Weekend, which is of course a event dedicated to everything, and I mean everything related to the Harry Potter franchise, which, yeah, I've actually heard great things about, so yeah, and, oddly enough, I think I really like the ads and the tattoos that I got here, which I can show off right here, but not all of it. So yeah, and but yeah, I guess I can show off the tattoos. So yeah, but yeah, these are actually really nice tattoos that they gave me. I highly doubt I'll ever put them onto my body, seeing how I'm not a tattoo person, but I'll keep those for safekeeping. So, and not to mention the ads that I got, they actually do look really nice. In fact, I assume that maybe this could be like a sticker or something for a car or something. But hey, maybe that will come in handy. But I think what really stands out the most is, of course, the Harry Potter glasses that I got. So yeah, which I'm going to try out right about now. And oh wow. Oh my god, well, I think just immediately, upon looking at this, you can immediately tell I look exactly a little bit like Harry Potter. So yeah, all that's left is to put the scar on my forehead or something, and the image will be complete. So yeah, I guess other than that, all the stuff related to Ithaca Wizarding Weekend, it's actually quite nice. So maybe if I have the time, I'll probably drop on by and check it out. We may never know. Up next on my list, I think I got myself a nice button that I got here, and it's of course on. Yeah, I think the button says it all, just Trash King. So yeah, this is actually, I will have to say, this is actually a really nice button that I got, and in case a lot of you are wondering who made this in particular, it is of course once again made by the ever popular Emu, the Outcast cosplay. So yeah, I have to say it's really great seeing her again, and once again, big shout out to you if you're watching this. So yeah, I will have to say this is actually a really nice button that I got right here. So yeah, I guess oh, whoops, I accidentally dropped it. So yeah, I will have to say this is actually a really nice button that I got right here. So yeah, I think. Yeah, I really don't know if what will happen if I ever try wearing this button. Either I would be the king of talking trash to people, or I would just mainly sit on top of trash cans or something. But either way, this is actually a really nice button, so yeah. Alright, so next up on my list, I've actually got a couple things from a couple of guests that I saw. Yeah, to which the first one I'm going to show off right here. This is, of course, a signed glossy of Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers. So, yeah, and, oddly enough, I'm not really a big Power Rangers fan myself, but I have recalled seeing the movies for right around last year in preparation of the 2017 reboot that came out, to which I thought was a really good movie. So yeah, I actually was kind enough to get this signed glossy or signed portrait of both Bulk and Skull from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series. So, and oddly enough, this was of course signed by one of the guests that was there that goes by the name Jason Narvi, who of course plays Skull from the show itself. So yeah, oddly enough, this is actually a really nice portrait that I got here, and yeah, oddly enough, Jason himself was kind enough to sign this for me, to which I feel really honored. So yeah, and I can immediately tell when I told my girlfriend, Castamelli, about the fact that I got to meet Skull from Power Rangers, she was amazed to hear that. So yeah, I will have to say this wonderful picture of Bulk and Skull actually does look pretty hilarious, and it was great to see Jason Narvi and sign it for me. So yeah, I have to say it's actually really quite nice. I'm impressed. Alright, so, and speaking of, the next one that I got is, of course, another signed portrait that I got, and it's, of course, from a couple movies that I did see recently, which I thought were really awesome. It's on this, so, yeah, one of which is on this, so yeah, and a lot of you are wondering, this is, of course, a signed portrait of what appears to be one of the posters for Black Panther, which was a really awesome movie, and I really love it. Definitely one of my favorite movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far, and oddly enough, I actually got to meet the actress and stuntwoman behind that movie, as well as Avengers Infinity War, to which that was also really awesome, who goes by the name, I think I know I'm gonna get her name wrong, is, I think it's Jashina, Jane Sheena Adams, Ginyard, yeah, I'll probably put it in text, just so that, you guys will, understand on, how it's pronounced, so, yeah, I might have a hard time, pronouncing her name, but I have to admit, it's all the best I do, but yeah, oddly enough, I did get to, meet her while I was, at the, con, I think it was right around after I got to meet Jason, yeah, I think I got to meet, Jason first, and then, Jane Sheena, so yeah, I guess, I was really impressed that I actually got to, see her there, and I was kind enough to, get this, mini poster, which, like I said, is a portrait at this point, and she was kind enough to sign this for me, and I must not forget this right here. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite lines from Black Panther, which is, of course, Wakanda Forever. So yeah, I have to say it was really great to see the actress and stuntwoman from that movie at the con, and this was actually a really nice portrait that I got, so I'm really impressed by it, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna hang this in my wall anytime soon. Alright, and the other one that I got right here, I think I am gonna give a shout out right here, is of course an advertisement for Kanga Clothing, so now I've never actually heard about this before, but pretty much judging by the advertisement, if I can read it right, I think it specializes in creating glove pouches, zippers, and pretty much sweatshirts and bags and all that other stuff. So yeah, I was kind enough to get this advertisement, to which I actually find it pretty interesting. Yeah, excuse my pause for a minute, but yeah, I actually found this to be really interesting. So yeah, this is actually a really quite nice. So yeah, nothing much else I can say. It's pretty much an advertisement for a set of clothing, so nothing much else. But yeah, I really like the idea that they were going with for this one, and I think I won't. And I think I wouldn't say that I actually bought one for myself, but I actually find this to be really interesting. So I gotta look them up. So yeah, I think I'll be looking forward to getting a nice hoodie from them pretty soon. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, and the next few things I got, I think I'm of course, they are of course a set of business cards. So I'm going to give you guys a special shout out. First of all, I talked about it earlier, which is of course Toku Arts. Definitely check them out, they're awesome. And another one is of course on Customized Fane's Horror Show Jack. So yeah, I think they specialize in creating fangs and stuff, like whenever you want to be a werewolf or a vampire or something. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. So, and the other one that I'm giving a shout out to is someone called Mallyware. So yeah, I assume that's what it is. Probably some kind of jewelry shop. So yeah, definitely check them out. Big shout out to you, and of course, big shout out to TCGplayer.com. So yeah, yeah, I've actually heard great things about about these guys for quite some time. So yeah, big shout out to you guys if you're watching this video. So yeah. Alright, and the next one that I got right around here, I actually got myself a poster. But on what you may ask? Well, it's of course on the TV show The Flash on CW. Now I've never actually seen The Flash TV show on the CW throughout my entire life, but I've heard great things about that show. So yeah, and I will have to say, this poster that I got, I actually got this for free. So yeah, I have to say it's actually a really nice poster that I got, and just by seeing this seeing the Flash in this poster is actually really quite nice. So yeah, probably if I have the time, I'll definitely check out the show either on DVD or streaming. So yeah, I'll probably check out the show sometime soon, but we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, and the next few things that I got, I think it's just mainly to include some things that I got at registration. First of all, I got this, I got another poster, which is of course on another DC property known as DC's Young Animal. Yeah, now I've never actually heard about Young Animal before, but I assume if someone out there is a big fan of DC, they would know who these guys are. But yeah, this actually does look pretty interesting from the way I see it. So yeah, I think if I ever check out anything related to Young Animal sometime soon, I'll probably see what they have provided. Maybe they might give me something that I enjoy. So yeah. And of course, yeah, oh, if I can get them out real quick, there we go. I think, yeah, and to mainly include some things that I got at registration, I of course got a couple of comic books as well. First of all is of course issue number 0 of DC Nation. So yeah, this actually does look pretty nice right here. Like we actually have like I can actually see Wonder Woman, the Joker, and Superman all rolled up into one. So I assume it's mainly 3 stories all in this one comic book right here. So yeah, this is actually really quite nice. So yeah, would definitely pique my interest for sure. And another comic book I got is of course a pretty much one on The Walking Dead. Now, I think I'm not really a big fan of The Walking Dead. In fact, I think I've probably seen an episode of the show, to which I do understand why people like it, but it's not really my thing. But yeah, I really didn't expect for the fact that I would get a Walking Dead comic book in my possession. So yeah, I guess there's that. Nothing much else I can say except I got myself a copy of a Walking Dead comic book. So there. Alright, so next up, I of course did get a couple things that I was there. Like, of course, I got another advertisement for TCGplayer.com, to which I've already done a shout out for. Definitely check them out. So yeah, won't go over it again. But yeah, that's actually quite nice. And of course, another one that I got is of course a card right here for All-Star Alley and Tavern. So yeah, this is actually really quite nice. And once again, big shout out to you guys if you're watching this. So yeah, I think I was actually there for the cosplay contest, to which, believe it or not, Morgan and Emma was kind enough to be a part of. So I just mainly watched for a bit, but I guess I didn't know for the fact that they would have yeah, I didn't know for the fact that they were having an exhibit, exhibition. I really cannot say a word, but I really don't, I think I really didn't know for the fact that they would have a section in the cosplay contest where you would exhibit your cosplay. So yeah, probably next year, if I ever did decide to enter their cosplay contest, I'll probably check out the exhibit section of it. So yeah, once again, to the people at All-Star Tavern and Alley, so yeah, All-Star Alley and Tavern, big shout out to you guys, and really great to be there for the cosplay contest. So yeah. Alright, and the last couple things that I got right around here, I of course got my wristband, which I of course got at registration. So yeah, I think it's actually really quite nice to have it right here. It's pretty much their equivalent of having a badge and stuff. So it's actually quite nice. And of course, I got myself a small little program book, which doesn't actually contain much. All it is pretty much more like a pamphlet rather than a program book. To which I will have to say the lineup of guests that they have are actually pretty great, and not to mention the couple of maps over at the pretty much of what was going on at the con is actually pretty good. But But if there is one issue I do have with the con in general is, of course, pretty much regarding the panels right here. Now, I'm not saying they're bad or anything. In fact, they do have some good lineups, but it's just mainly some on the pretty much on all the guests that were there, as well as a few other things that has been going on in corresponding with everything in the con. So yeah, maybe if I think probably to give like a little heads up, maybe I think in terms of what other panels to include, probably include some fan panels in general. So yeah, and I assume probably for next year they'll probably live up to my criticism and probably send out panel applications to anyone who wants to host a panel right there. So yeah, if they can do that to fix up the list of panels that they have for the con this year, that would be amazing. So yeah, the people at Salt City Comic Con, definitely take that into consideration. I'll be up for that for next year. So yeah, and last but certainly not the least, I of course got a button on the con. So yeah, if you may recall in my video on Cosplay Invades Auburn that I did, I think you do notice that I did get myself a Salt City Comic Con button. Well, believe it or not, I got another one of these. So yeah, I will have to say it's actually really quite nice. So yeah, I will have to say the button's actually really quite nice. So I now have 2 Salt City Comic Con buttons. So one of which I got at the cosplay event over at Auburn, and one that I got at the con. So that's really something to admire. So with all that said and done, that pretty much wraps up all the stuff that I got at Salt City Comic Con this year. So yeah, like I say, it's not really that big in my opinion. I didn't actually bought much while I was at the con, but I will have to say I had a really great time there. Yeah, I've been waiting a long time to get to that con, and now this year I finally got to go. So yeah, I have to say I'm really impressed on the way they handled this year's con. So I had a really great time at the con, and I have to say once again, it's actually great to hang out with Morgan, Chris, Emma, and Jake again, just to hang out for a bit. And not to mention, almost forgot to mention, Elliot did, yeah, which is of course Jake's friend from high school, did tag along with us for a bit, but he just up and disappear for the rest of the day. So, but yeah, pretty much I got to hang out with my friends for that con. So yeah, I had a really great time. So yeah, like I said, I think the only thing that I can say that does need improving is of course the panels. Like yeah, probably they'll fix it up for next year's con. But yeah, I guess other than that, like I said, I had a really great time at Salt City Comic Con this year. I've been waiting a long time to go to that con for some time, seeing how I heard great things about it, and now I finally got to go. So yeah, and I guess other than that, I really cannot wait to come back next year to see what they'll have provided. But we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of What the Pickup. If you have any constructive criticisms and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future, then feel free to leave them in the comment box below. And of course, if you want to book me for a con that's going to be coming up, or if you want to ask me any questions in general, then all you have to do is send me an email to this email address, backley95@hotmail.com. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos in the near future, or just have a little chat with me in particular, get like a whole community going, and not to mention see what reactions I'm putting up on movies, TV shows, and trailers, then all you gotta do is follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, my Blogspot site, Pinterest, Discord, and Stardust app. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And if you want to see more of my videos coming up in the near future, then all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of What the Pickup. I don't know what I'm going to be covering next, but hopefully it'll be a good one in particular. So yeah, and I'll probably cover some things that I never covered before on the show, but we'll wait and see. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.